Coming to the next part. Shastri thought for a while before replying. She probably has the name of something found in the ocean, Kamla, maybe. Could it be Pachi, moss? Must it be moss if it's not Kamla? Why not pearl or Ratna? The precious stone, Ratna. So, here, what happened? The Shastri, he just thought before replying something, and he said that what I am seeing in the astrology is that the girl whom you like, her name is like something which is found in ocean. So here the Shastri, he is saying that Kamla, maybe Kamla here is lotus flower. Could it be Pachi moss? Pachi moss is moss. Pachi means moss, it's sky. Must it be moss if not Kamla? So he said that if it's not be moss, then definitely it would be Kamla. Why not pearl or Ratna? Why not pearl? Pearl, everyone know moti. Pearl is moti. Ratan. Ratan is stones. The precious stone Ratna. The girl in Rama Rao house is Ratna. Tell me, is there any chance of negotiation bearing fruit? So here, what happened? That in fact, in this line, the Shastri also knew the name, but just to make everything real, he just said that the girl whom you love, whom you like, is one whose name is related to ocean. I mean, the things which found in ocean. So here what happened, the girl in Rama Rao house is Ratna, and all of a sudden the narrator, uh, he just shouted like anything, yes, yes, it's Ratna, it's Ratna. Tell me, is there any chance? So chance of negotiation bearing fruit. So here the narrator, he's saying, just tell me if there is any chance, if anything could be possible, right, which should be fruitful. Definitely, he said, after thinking for some time. Then definitely Shastri said, yes, why not? There was a surprise on Ranga's face, and this was the time when Ranga was very happy from inside, and he thinks that maybe something will going to be possible, and some happiness, I notice it. And now narrator, he's saying that yes, definitely I noticed that happiness in Ranga's face. But that girl is married, I said. And what happened after few minutes? The narrator said, but Shastri, that girl is married. I said. Then I turned to him. His face had fallen. And finally, what happened? It means that knowing everything, he said that girl is married. Then all of a sudden, narrator turns to Ranga, and he saw that again he became very sad. Again he became very unhappy. His face has fallen. Means he became very disappointed when he recalled that she was married. I don't know all that. There must be some other girl who is suitable. So here the Shastri said that I don't know anything. There may be another suitable girl. I told you what our Shastri indicated. Shastri said. Right. So here to make it look real, the Shastri said that the name which he guessed and told him what he can read in his Shastra. Shastri said, we left the place. On way, we passed by Rama Rao house. Ratna was standing at the door. I went in alone and came out a minute. So here what happened, after when they left from Shastri place, they were passing from Rama Rao house. So narrator, he said that to Ranga to wait here, and I'm just coming from Rama Rao house. So the narrator, he just went to Rama Rao house, and Ratna, he saw that Ratna was standing at the door. I went in alone, and as narrator, he just went alone and came after a minute. Then what happened? Surprising, the girl isn't married. so here the story all of sudden he just changed everything. Means earlier he just make a plan, he just make a planning and plotting, and he just said to Ranga that what I heard is this girl is married. But now after going Rama Rao house, and after coming after a minute, he just said that surprising. I got to know that Ratna is not married. Someone told me the other day that she was. So now he is saying to Ranga that someone have told me that day that she was married, and in fact I also knew that she was married. But now the things is totally changed. Now she was not married. What Shastri told us had turned out to be true after all. But Rangappa, I can't believe that you have been thinking of her. So here the narrator he's saying that finally that Shastri, what Shastri is saying is what is resulting true, is turned out to be true. But Ranga, I really can't believe that you really like this girl. Means Ratna, you never told me, but you are having some feelings for Ratna. Swear on the name of Madhav Char and tell me, is it true what Shastri said? So he said, just swear to God. Madhav Char is an exponent of Vedanic philosophy from South India. So he said that just swear on the name of Madhav Char and tell me, is it true what Shastri said? I don't know whether anyone else would have been direct, Ranga admitted. So here Ranga said that I don't know whether other person um, and you can say the other person will also be direct or not, I don't know. The greater truth, sorry, there is greater truth in the Shastra that we imagine. So here the Ranga is also now believing the Shastra that this is actually the true which happened in my life, that we imagine. What he said is absolutely true. So now he is admitting that he is having belief in Shastra, and his belief is more strengthened. Shastri was at the well when I went there that evening. So what happened in the evening? Narrator, he just went to Shastri. I said, so Shastri Gale, you repeated everything I taught you without giving rise to any suspicion. So he said, very nice Shastri, you have done very well what I actually taught you. You just repeated the same sentences, and seriously, I mean, it's hats off to you that without any suspicion we just create a plan. What a marvelous Shastra your is. So he said in a very sarcastic manner that what a marvelous, Shastra you are having. He didn't like it at all, and by listening this, he didn't like. Obviously, he will not going to like this because he was actually pointing on his Shastra. Don't forget, I develop on the hints you had given me. Tell me, is this what a decent man says? So here he says that whatever he said could be very clearly be seen in the Shastra. So he completely disagreed with having staged the entire conversation. Then coming to next paragraph, Rangappa had come the other day to invite me for dinner. What's the occasion? I asked. So now here, last paragraph tells us, and here the narrator takes us few years forward where Ranga and Ratna are happily married, and both are having 3-year-old son, and Ratna was 8 months pregnant. So here what happened? Ranga that day he just invite narrator for dinner. What the occasion? I asked. It's Shama's birthday. So he said that it was Shama's birthday. Shama was his son. So he named his son Shyama only, means the narrator name only. He is 3. It's not a nice name, Shyama. And so here the Shyama, the narrator, he is saying that you named your son Shyama. I don't like this name, Shyama. I am like a dark piece of oiled cake. And so he is saying that I'm so black. I'm like a oil cake. Right? Why did you have to give this golden child of yours such a name? And why you are having such a good cute baby, so why you give this name, right? I mean, that golden child of yours such a name. What a childish couple you are, Ratna and you, I know. So here he is saying that you both are very kiddish, right? You and Ratna. I know it is the English custom of naming the child after someone you like. Yes, so here he is saying that it's a foreign tradition to name your child after someone you actually truly admires. So of course Ranga admires, Ranga give lot and lot of respect to Shyama. So that is why he just gave a name of his child Shyama. Your wife is 8 months pregnant now. So here the narrator, he's saying that I got to know that your wife is 8 months pregnant. Who's there to help your mother to cook? So who's there to help your mother? My sister had come with her. I went there for dinner. So he's saying that I just went there for dinner. Shama rushed to me when I walked in and put his arms around my leg. I kissed him on his cheek and placed a ring on his tiny finger. So, what happened when the narrator went there for dinner? Shama, that old boy, that small boy, Shama, 3 years old boy, Shama came running to him only to show his love by holding his leg. Right? So he just kissed him on his cheek, and finally he just placed a ring, means it was his birthday present. Placed a ring on his tiny little finger. Allow me to take leave of you, reader. I am always here ready to serve you. You were not bored, I hope. So, here the narrator at the end writes an ending note to all the reader, hoping that they were not bored. So, students, this is the end of Ranga's marriage, the chapter Ranga's marriage. So, basically, what's the moral of the story? So, here we get to know uh, the moral of the story is to, you can say, is to live your best life. Don't let anyone tell you how you live your life. Make your own choices, right? Make mistakes, you make your own mistakes and you just learn from them, right?